Good morning, day 3. We're off to Vianden today via the Bastogne Barracks. Just fueled up. It's going to be another hot day up to 30 degrees. So slowly making our way out of town, out of Charville, CM as it's called, and taking some back roads to Vianden in Luxembourg. But it's 9:30 and it's hot already. Okay, so heading our way out of town. Next up, Bastogne Barracks, I believe. We're riding out of France, heading east towards Belgium. Riding through, again, more wooded area. Similar to what we've seen over the last few days, and if you remember, as mentioned earlier, the Battle of the Bulge took place sort of December 1944 to January 1945, right at the peak of winter, so you can imagine how treacherous and how tough conditions would have been in these woods at that time. So we're heading east towards Bullion, which I forgot that was where we're going to stop for coffee, and carry on sort of in a northeasterly direction toward Bastogne, which will be our first proper stop, where we'll look at the barracks there, big museum about the military history during that period of the town of Bastogne. Give more details later on, but basically it was surrounded by the Germans. The Americans were there, and they had to defend against the Germans, who had much more numbers. And but I'll talk about it more when we get to the museum. Just enjoying the ride through the last bit of France before we head into Belgium, and then we'll stop for our coffee break. Afterwards, like I said, after Bastogne, we will head sort of southeast down into Luxembourg, where we will finish our day at Vianden, where we've got our next hotel, and looking forward to today. Probably not much riding videos, and more about the military history and the museums. Okay, first stop of the morning, lovely town of Bullion. Cobblestones, little bars, and a nice little town. No Second World War history here, but plenty for the First World War, just on the riverfront.
Lovely little roundabout. Summer hats.
This is the last bit of country roads before we hit the motorway, just to make time so that we can get to Bastogne with plenty of time to do what we need to do. We're seeing the Bastogne Barracks Museum, which I mentioned, and also a sort of tank vehicle museum beside it. Apparently it's got quite a few Second World War tanks and military vehicles in which to look at. So Bastogne is our next stop.
Straight into the twisties. Wonder if any of these cemeteries are... No, they don't look like, they look like normal.
All parked up at the Bastogne Barracks. What's the significance of the term nuts? Well, the Germans had surrounded the American forces, and they had sent in a letter to General McAuliffe, who was in charge, demanding the American surrender, and nuts was the one-word reply that he sent back to them. So this museum is based in the actual buildings that the American used as their command center. Obviously it's been done out with lots of memorabilia from the period. I'll just walk around and take some footage and share it with you.
German Wehrmacht motorcycle. So the strength of the German army, 212,000 personnel. And then looking at the American numbers of 92,000. Little model of the M4 Sherman tank. And the model of the Panther tank. So we come down to the cellars of where command centre was, at the barracks, yeah. This was the headquarters for the Americans.
I'd love to know how they're going to translate that. This won't take long. To the German commander. Nuts. N-U-T-S. Son, the American commander. There we go. Ed, have this typed up. And bring her up red.
Here's a sad reminder of the war. This poor chap was killed on Christmas Day, 1944, and in doing so earned the Purple Heart. American M10 tank.
Tank destroyer, is it?
Yeah, so it wasn't a technical tank. No. The Americans introduced that concept.
But it still had a rotating turret, didn't it?
A big sunk-off gun, though.
You're on video.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're at the Vehicle Restoration Centre at Bastogne Barracks. M1 203mm howitzer. I didn't need that because I read the sign. A tank of sorts there. And some old rusty thing. Troop carrier. M3A1 scout car. Look at that. What's this one? M24 Chafee tank. This one is a Hercules 11C. This looks German. Panzer IV. Look at the size of that gun. And compare it to the, this is a light reconnaissance tank. A small gun on that. And then here's a bigger version with a big gun. Here's a view inside the tank. Whoa. So this is a tank recovery vehicle based on the M3 Sherman, and it was used to clear the battlefield of German and American tanks that were knocked out in battle. The M26 Pershing, America's response to the heavy German tanks. Only a few saw service, brought in towards the end of the war. Okay, heading into the third and final hall. Car's hot. Okay, the last hall is predominantly artillery, various sizes. Okay, not much footage of the rest of the journey. I'd kind of run out of batteries with all the filming at the museum. But on our last legs now to Vianden, where we are staying at the Hotel Heintz. Looking forward to this town as well. It's supposed to be quite picturesque. We got secure parking in a garage. Okay, we're first night in Vianden, lovely little cobbled old town, and just gonna see if we can find something to eat. We're first night in Luxembourg and downtown Vianden on the river, absolutely beautiful. Got that castle on the top there. There's a big cycling race tomorrow. So we've got to be at the hotel at by 8:30 because that's when the roads are going to be closed. So early breakfast, early out, and we can't get back to the hotel till 6 o'clock. Okay, we're having dinner at the Ancient Cinema Cafe. Something light, and looks pretty good. There's the guys.
Victor Meldrew.
Much worse. Yeah,
Okay, no swearing. Take one of the exhibition.
Yeah, do it.
And there's the guy there, look. Looking up, pouring up proper beers, look at that. All setting up for an exhibition tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you and see you at the next one. Bye.